Hi, this is Steve Merril, WagerTalk.com, right back here on WagerTalk TV with your Fade the Public NFL video for Week 1 of the NFL regular season this Sunday, September 12th. I know it's been long awaited since last year when the NFL season ended. I've gotten many questions. When's the Fade the Public video coming back? Well, it's here. Week 1 is here. I'm going to give you the 3 most public sides in the NFL for this Sunday. I'm actually going to give you a bonus fourth, a game that was just a bit outside from making the cut. Once again, the most public sides in the NFL. And keep in mind, when I started doing this video late November last year through the Super Bowl, fading these most public sides and totals went 31-7. The logic is quite simple. When the public is heavy on one side, you usually want to look the other way for a couple reasons. First of all, it's groupthink, fade the crowd, and also because we get line value. Many of those games last year that won, the favorite won straight up but failed to cover because of the inflated line. Hey, we'll see if it holds up here in Week 1. I'm going to get to those 3 most public NFL plays plus the bonus play in just a moment with my Week 1 NFL Fade the Public video here on WagerTalk TV. Just a quick reminder, the public's not always wrong. Very seldom am I on those sides, but if you want my official best bets, my strongest NFL best bets for this Sunday, there's only one way to get them, and that's to be a direct client on WagerTalk.com. I've been doing this for 25 years as a full-time professional handicapper. In fact, this is my 26th NFL season now. I started way back in 1996. Every client gets the exact same personal best bets I'm using each and every day. The exact same games I've won with for over 25 years now as a full-time professional handicapper. If you want my best bets for this Sunday, go to my page right now at WagerTalk.com. I've got a 3-pack special, or the best deal is to play each and every day all season long and take a true long-term investment approach. And boy, do I have a special for you. The rest of 2021, the rest of this year, nearly 4 months to go in 2021, and you get it all for just $4.99. Now, let's put that in perspective. First of all, the normal price is $1,200. I'm slashing that by over 60% as a special offer to all my loyal viewers here on this weekly NFL video. You're going to get the rest of 2021 for $4.99. Now, yes, that includes all of my NFL best bets every week. It also includes all of my college football best bets for the rest of the regular season through basically all the bowl games. It also includes the rest of baseball through the World Series in early November. Keep in mind, I'm the #1 ranked MLB totals capper this year at WagerTalk.com, over 66 units won with MLB totals alone. And it also includes college and pro basketball, which starts in a couple months. And yes, you want to get November and December because last year I started off 17-4 in college basketball in November and December. Once again, $4.99 gets all of that. College and pro football, baseball, and college and pro basketball for the rest of this year through December 31st, 2021. The rest of 2021 for just $4.99, that works out to just over $4 a day for every play, every sport. No promo code needed. It expires after this weekend. Get it right now and get on board for this strong weekend card of college and pro football and baseball. Steve Merril, WagerTalk.com. Go to my page directly or use the shortcut wt.buzz/SM. wt.buzz/SM gets you right to my page for that $4.99 all sports, all inclusive, rest of the year special. Hey, let's get to the most public plays this week in the NFL for Week 1 regular season action this Sunday, September 12th. And the most public play this week is the San Francisco 49ers. That game kicks off at 1 o'clock Eastern Sunday. They go to Detroit. They're currently an 8-point favorite across the board. The line opened 7.5. It was 7.5 earlier this week. It's now up to 8. Not a surprise, as the 49ers are looking like the most public side this week in the NFL for Week 1. Not a surprise that the public would be staying away from the Detroit Lions. They've obviously been a wreck of a team. The last 3 years, they're 14-33 straight up. They did get one tie. San Francisco, meanwhile, in the Super Bowl just 2 years ago. But keep in mind, while this might be the 5th year for Kyle Shanahan, this San Francisco team has won 6 games or less in 3 of his 4 other seasons. Yes, they had a 15-4 season 2 years ago when they lost the Super Bowl, but they've gone 6-10 or worse in each of the other 3 seasons under Shanahan, including last year. So once again, a little bit of a dicey team to be laying over a touchdown with in Week 1. But once again, San Francisco does look like the most public side this week, and it's understandable. The Lions are a real mess right now. They unloaded Matthew Stafford. They took Goff in from L.A., obviously a downgraded quarterback. They lost their top 3 receivers in the offseason. Do have a new head coach, though, and he's a real rah-rah guy. In fact, he took over as interim coach in Miami back in 2015 and went a respectable 5-7 to finish out that season. We'll see if he can turn things around in Detroit. Very well might. I'm not sure Dan Campbell can work his magic, though, in Week 1. So we'll see what happens here. Once again, the 49ers, the most public side this week. You know, they do qualify as a decent teaser play, -8 down to -2. This could very well be one of those games that lands on those key numbers. So they are a decent teaser play. They also are probably going to be a heavy play in Survivor contest. Keep in mind the biggest favorite this week was Tampa Bay on Thursday night. They were about an 8.5-point favorite. They barely won that game straight up with about 5 seconds to go in the last second field goal. 49ers look about the second biggest favorite this week, along with the LA Rams. And let's transition into that game because the LA Rams are the second most public play this week. So lo and behold, the two biggest favorites on the card Sunday are the two most public plays. Not a surprise. And this, of course, is the Sunday night football game, your primetime game, your bailout game, the most heavily bet game of the week will be the Sunday night game between the Bears and Rams on NBC. And right now, LA open -7. It is up to 7.5. I'm also seeing some 8s out there now. So once again, just like San Fran, it's gone from 7.5. Now it's hitting 8 in some spots. Not a surprise. And keep in mind, by the time this game kicks off Sunday night, it'll probably be even more public. So I doubt this line drops. If you like the Rams, you probably want to play it sooner than later. If you like the Bears, maybe wait and get another half point or so. I did a video back earlier this week here on WagerTalk TV previewing this Bears-Rams game in depth. Be sure to go back and check that out with Jimmy Adams and Drew Martin right here on WagerTalk TV on YouTube. And I mentioned in that video that the Rams now at -7.5 actually make a pretty good teaser play. And that's, of course, when you can move the line down 6 points. Now, the catch, of course, is that you have to play a second game and win that as well. It's really a two-team parlay. But it's interesting that the first two games I've talked about here are, first of all, the two biggest favorites. And both San Francisco and LA Rams taking the Niners from 8 down to 2, the Rams from 7.5 down to 1.5. Actually, both make pretty good mathematical teaser plays. But once again, beware because they're both very public plays as well. And I do think you're paying a premium with both of those. But hey, look, those of you that are new to the video, the public is not always wrong. I know we went 31-7 fading them last year in this video, but they weren't always wrong. Use this as a filter. You know, if you like a game, maybe it keeps you off of it. If you're close to using one of these ugly underdogs, maybe it gets you on them knowing that you've got the anti-public angle working for you as well. So once again, San Francisco 49ers and LA Rams, both very public sides on Sunday. Let's look at the third most public side for Sunday. Just a quick reminder, you can get my official best bets, the games I am personally using for this Sunday Pro Football right now on my page at WagerTalk.com, Steve Merril, WagerTalk.com. If you want just the daily package, it's a great way to try things out, get a feel for it. We also have weekly packages. But if you're serious about making money this football season, I highly recommend a disciplined, consistent investment approach. And that means you play each and every day. You play consistently. You don't pick and choose. And that is why I'm making the best offer I have ever made at WagerTalk.com. And that's the next 4 months, the rest of 2021, for just $4.99. Normally it's $1,200. You're getting a 60% discount by watching this video because you know to go to my page right now before it expires this weekend and buy that 4-month special for just $4.99. That works out to just over $4 per day for the rest of this year. Every sport, every day. Football, baseball, basketball, college and pro for just over $4 a day. No promo code needed. It's on my page right now, Steve Merril, WagerTalk.com, or use the shortcut wt.buzz/SM. Let's look at the third most public play this week in the NFL, and it's a neutral site game, and that's the Green Bay Packers. The Green Bay Packers, a very public favorite in this game on Sunday afternoon, 4:25 Eastern. Keep in mind, this New Orleans is the home team, technically, but the game is no longer in New Orleans, no longer in the Caesar Superdome. It's been moved out of state to Jacksonville, Florida, the home of the Jaguars. Now, Jacksonville, of course, is on the road this week at Houston, and so Jacksonville goes to Texas. New Orleans comes into Florida, and that's because of Hurricane Ida that hit about a week and a half ago. New Orleans wants to focus on the cleanup efforts, so about a week ago they decided to move this game, relocate it Sunday to Jacksonville, Florida. Now, the line did go up a little bit. When it was taken off the board, Green Bay was -3. Now it's 3.5. The total is held pretty steady at 50. It's come down maybe a half a tick at some spots to 49.5. So once again, about a half a point move to the favorite Green Bay and to the under with this neutral site game, which is interesting because you would think normally home field, especially New Orleans' strong dome, is worth at least 3 points. But the odds makers have not adjusted this month. However, keep in mind, going from 3 to 3.5 is more than just a half-point normal move. 3 is the most critical number in all of sports when it comes to football. And about 8 to 9%, even 10% of the time, depending on what the over-under is, lower scoring games, it's more likely. You could say about 9 to 10% of the time an NFL favorite wins by exactly a field goal. So going from a 3 to 3.5 point favorite is pretty substantial for Green Bay. And there is a little bit of value made with New Orleans as Green Bay is a very public side in this game. Obviously, Aaron Rodgers has returned. This is a team that's gone 14-4 each of the last 2 seasons. It's a real powerhouse program. I personally thought they were the best team in the NFC last year. Obviously, they lost to the Saints, but keep in mind they had home field advantage. I'm sorry, they lost to the Buccaneers. Of course, they had home field advantage in that NFC title game. And Green Bay looks loaded once again this year. But Sean Payton, 15th year in New Orleans. This is the New Orleans Saints team that actually has the best record in the NFL the past 4 years. The best record in the NFL the past 4 seasons, going 49-15 straight up. We get them as over a field goal dog, technically not a home underdog. Now it's a neutral site. And then on top of that, the public's playing against them. And it's because of one name, Drew Brees. He's no longer the quarterback. 41-year-old has retired. All-time leading passer yardage-wise in NFL history. Obviously, he's very difficult to replace. Jameis Winston is the expected starter in this game. He's a veteran, but he's turnover-prone. We'll see if they can make that. Taysom Hill, of course, the mobile quarterback, is on the sidelines waiting to come in as needed. Maybe we'll see a two-headed approach. Very interesting to see the best NFL team the last 4 years record-wise to be more than a field goal underdog and the public going against them. But that's the case here. Green Bay Packers look about the third most public side this week in the NFL. So once again, to recap the 3 most public plays in the NFL for Week 1 this Sunday, September 12th. San Francisco 49ers -8. The LA Rams Sunday night -7.5. And the Green Bay Packers late Sunday afternoon -3.5 are the 3 most public sides in the NFL this week. And as I told you, a special here for Week 1, I'm going to give you a bonus 4th game, a game that was just a bit outside for making the cut, and that'd be the Seattle Seahawks. Seattle was the 4th most public play this week, and a game I was very close to using here in the video. Didn't quite make the criteria, but by Sunday maybe it will. So they're getting close. So another game I was close to mentioning here, I'd say a little bit of a public lean is the Seattle Seahawks if you're looking for a bonus game there. And that would, of course, mean towards Indianapolis Colts. So Seattle looks pretty public as well. Colts, interesting enough, they've won 11 games in 2 of the past 3 seasons. They've been a playoff team. Seattle was 12-5 last year. The Colts were 11-6, and they're a full field goal home dog here. So it's a little interesting to me that Seattle's getting that much love, or the Colts are not getting that much love. This line, by the way, has held pretty steady this week at that key number of 3. We did see the Colts open as a slight favorite this summer. I saw them open as high as a 2.5-point home favorite. Now they're a 3-point home dog. So we've seen a lot of money come in Seattle over the last couple months, and the Seahawks do look like a public side as well. So we'll make that a little bonus one that was just a bit outside of making the cut. Seattle Seahawks look pretty public at -3 on Sunday afternoon. Hey, if you found this video useful, if you found it interesting, if you found it helpful, give it a thumbs up, give it a like. And if you want alerts each and every week when this becomes available, make sure you click the bell next to the subscribe button. I know many of you have been anxiously waiting all week. Hey, when will the Fade the Public NFL video be ready? If you make sure you subscribe to WagerTalk TV and you click the bell, you will get alerted instantly when videos are loaded here on this channel. So once again, hit subscribe, give it a thumbs up and like, and most importantly, leave me some comments below. You know I love my comments. I read each and every one of them. I reply back as often as I can. Let me know your thoughts on these public plays. Let me know when you think the public is right, when the public's wrong. Because as you know, the public's not always wrong. I know last year we went 31-7 that last half of the season when I started this video, fading the public. Hey, I'll be happy if we hit that percentage again this year. And just a quick reminder, tread lightly here in Week 1. I've always said Week 1 is basically Week 5 of the preseason. I know this year it's technically Week 4 of the preseason because we only had 3 weeks of the preseason. That makes it even more random in my opinion. And we often see results in Week 1 that don't correlate to the rest of the season. So I wouldn't be surprised to maybe see some upsets with these ugly dogs against the public favorites, if you will. Week 1 is always a tricky handicap. Don't forget, if you want my official best bets for Week 1 in the NFL, college football this weekend, Major League Baseball every day, go to my page right now, Steve Merril, WagerTalk.com. And while you're there, think seriously about making a consistent long-term investment approach with that rest of 2021 special for just $4.99. The rest of the year, the next 4 months, for just $4.99. It's a 60% discount, works out to just $4 a day. Every football, baseball, and basketball play with detailed analysis. The exact same games I am personally using each day. The same games I've won with for 25 straight years as a full-time professional handicapper are yours for just over $4 a day with that special offer. $4.99. No promo code needed. It's on my page right now. Steve Merril, WagerTalk.com, or use the shortcut WT.buzz/SM. WT.buzz/SM. Steve Merril, WagerTalk.com. Thanks again for watching. Make sure you subscribe to WagerTalk TV, give the video a thumbs up, and comment below. And check back every day for more content and great free information right here on WagerTalk TV. Best of luck this weekend. I'll talk to you again soon.